say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free?
Isn't this a fun time of year? Mid-season basketball, from award races to juggling playoff pictures. It's terrific.
Yeah, you really get to see things taking shape. I like watching teams rise up and make the unexpected run. Makes the league so much more interesting.
And recently, MP came out and stressed that he doesn't take these rivalry games too lightly. Winning these games is a big-time priority for him.
And I like the fact that MP set this goal. Not only does it serve to light a fire under his teammates, it also connects him more deeply to the fans because we know how much they care about beating their rival.
And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance MP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making everything from the floor.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. They've got Pirtle. Dick is out there with Hayes. Then it's Ingram. And Marie Boyles in at the power forward. And let's check in with Allen. And she's got the latest for us on MP.
As we know, a rivalry game tonight, and MP knows this one means a little more. I asked him about it, and he said it's a special matchup. You can feel it. Everyone from the front office to the PR guys to the coaching staff to the players. Everybody's hyper-focused on getting this win. And then he added, and don't forget about our great fans, we know you guys want this one. This W is for you.
Terrific work. Great stuff. Thank you so much. Now, here's MP. Out to Brunson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. The Raptors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Down low. In the corner, it's Ingram. Buries it from three-point range.
Yeah, the defense fell asleep on that one. You've got to get to Brandon Ingram in that corner.
Runs in the pass to Anunoby. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Now, when you start out shooting 80% or better as a team, you start to feel yourself a little bit, and that feeling is good.
Ingram against Anunoby. Now here's Ingram. D right on him. Count that bucket. Ingram's got 5 now.
If you give Ingram a shot that close to the rim, he's just flat out not going to miss it.
So here we are, Greg, looking at this roster of the Raptors. What is the path to contention?
Well, perhaps an opening in the East for them to make a move. Going from good to great, it's tougher and will require them to develop or acquire some superstar talent.
And here is Ingram. Following the three-pointer by MP. Trying to find Brunson. Gets it to him. The baseline J off the mark.
And players avoid taking mid-range shots these days. It's almost like the threes are easier for players to get.
Now here's Hayes. No scoring in this one. Here's Towns. Here's MP. And Pirtle pulls it down. And the layup's good off the glass.
Oh, good balance from Dick. Able to take the contact and still score inside.
It's intercepted. Pass to Ingram. Towns with the defensive effort.
Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher. Whenever he gets that close to the hoop, he finishes with authority.
Raptors trail by 6. Now Hayes. Here's Ingram. Pirtle with a screen on Anunoby. Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. And the defense really pressing up on it. Made that a tough shot. To the inside. The kick out to Anunoby. Some nice passing by New York here. Fires from deep. A putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Raptors have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Hurdle finds Dick. Here's Murray Boyle. Shot clock at 6. Hurdle with a screen on MP. And Hurdle gets it to go on the assist by Hayes. Hurdle's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, among the many things he does well, that's one of Hurdle's major contributions. He's a great screen setter.
On the wing, MP. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. Pass to Bridges. Floats it up for MP. And that one is off.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
There is no doubt about it. They'd love to have that one back.
And here is Ingram. Shoots over Towns. And it's Ingram missing.
And if they want to come up with a win here, he either needs to start making shots or find another way to help his team.
And the dunk by MP.
And you see those dribble skills by MP, developing those tools to help beat defenders.
Pass to Dick. Here's Murray Boyle. Covered by MP. Hurdle sets the pick for Hayes. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they've just been the better team. They've been more aggressive, which is why they hold a double-digit lead.
Now here's Ingram. 5 points in the game. In it goes. That's his third bucket. He's missed 5 so far.
And loving when Ingram uses that length down low, not settling for the jumper.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And the Knicks making a change here. Hart's checked in. The Knicks leading by 8. And a moment here to find out what the news is out of the Western Conference. Shams Charania is on the line. Shams, what do you have for us?
Hey, Kevin. As the trade deadline gets closer, it's the Spurs front office making things happen. They are very happy that they've landed Colin Sexton, a bona fide scoring guard in this league who possesses remarkable...
For New York, MP's checked in for Anunoby, and it's C.J. McCollum in for Jalen Brunson. R.J. Barrett's checked in for Toronto. Walter comes in for Hayes. MP against Ingram. McCollum kicks to MP. Hart with a screen on Ingram. Here's MP. Tries again. And the layup good by Hart.
Well, he just outworked everybody there. Give him credit. He deserved to be rewarded for that effort.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. As far as Brandon Ingram goes, Coach believes that space is the key. He told me, quote, if we can close the gap, there aren't as many tools that he can go to, especially if we have a second defender to throw an occasional arm out. Percentages drop quite a bit in those cases. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, thank you. You know, Tim, we see a lot of talented wings in this NBA. Where does R.J. Barrett separate himself?
Well, he's very difficult when he puts it on the deck, Kevin. He's got some moves, and he's got an array of finishes, both the layup package, or he can pound it on your head.
Here's Ingram. It's rebounded by New York. The question for them right now, can they maintain this winning streak? They've notched 11 in a row.
Yeah, it's been impressive, and the question now is who can figure out a way to stop these guys? Each time out, they're finding ways to win in every imaginable way.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Ingram's got 14.
Well, he comes out and puts his toe in the water, and when he gets hot, he keeps his foot on the accelerator.
Back to Hart. Some nice passing by New York here. Hart with the screen for Towns. No good on the three.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Pass to Ingram. Rebounded by Hart.
Well, coaches really appreciate when guys defend with that kind of effort. Just a fantastic job protecting the rim.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, that could take him off the floor. Not what he wanted right there. 2 fouls in the first quarter.
Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Towns. Pass to Mobo. Here's Sears. Outside Barrett. Over Hart. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's New York ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
And, guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
And they're also focusing on their break, looking for any chance they can to push the pace.
Wow, what a play!
Unbelievable!
Oh, man, MP to be young again.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Camp. Barrett against Hart. Outside Barrett. Floats one up. And the layup is good. Barrett's got his first basket.
With defenses usually playing him to drive, Barrett's developed a nice little floater for when he can't get to the rim.
MP dishes to McCollum. Back to MP. Fires for 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Yeah, and the second chance points, guys, mean a lot over the course of a game, and they just had so few opportunities. I think that was their Achilles heel.
Well, after getting hammered on the boards in that one, you'd expect them to make some adjustments. Let's see what they've got.
Mobo. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And it's Clark in the corner. Pass to McBride. Now MP. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on R.J. Barrett.
Oh, crafty move there from MP to get to the foul line. The young man fearless inside.
The Knicks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
Mikal Bridges checked in for the Knicks. Back to Hayes. MP against Ingram. Good defense by MP. And so MP will bring it up for New York. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
Miles McBride's checked in for New York. Clark sets a screen for MP. And a miss there on the triple. Raptors trail by 11. And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning the championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had
similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from, and a Hall of Fame coach.
Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. There's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league, even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
The G League has been terrific.
Sure has.
Now here's Hayes. He's guarded by McCollum. Barrett with the ball. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Ingram wide open. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Well, MP has been very aggressive here, looking for his own offense, generating great results.
To the paint. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on MP. For Toronto, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. Towns, he's checked in for Clark. Birtle, he's checked in for Toronto. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
The kick out to Towns. Hart outside. The 3 from MP. And the dunk by Towns.
And Towns is solid at getting strong position on the glass. Terrific work.
And here's Hayes. Still without a basket. Here's Pirtle. Knicks with the rebound. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And a brief look while we have the chance of a few of the hottest big men in the NBA. The leaders among centers and power forwards in field goal percentage during the last month. MV is number 1.
He is an unyielding presence in the low post. I mean, he gets so many good looks because he works so hard to get that great position down low. And when he does, boy, he is impossible to move.
And Toronto making a change here. Barrett's checked in. Hayes the pass to Barrett over McBride. And the Raptors miss again. New York leading by 16. New York moving the ball around. Kicks it out to MP. Hart with the screen for MP. There's the lob to Hart. Right side Barrett. Pass to Murray Boyle. Back to Barrett. Shoots the 3. And again, no good by Toronto.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Wow, MP just explodes off the floor. What an athlete.
Raptors trail by 18. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Murray Boyle. And the Raptors miss again. For New York, they've gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, NP in the last matchup against the Celtics just played phenomenal. He scored 68 points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. A game that nobody will soon forget, that's for sure. How is he going to follow that up tonight? We'll see, guys.
All right, Allie. Great stuff as always. He was in attack mode all night. We saw that really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
Well, he did whatever he wanted. I love the fact that he was under control, yet very aggressive.
And Towns throws it down.
And forget those threes. Cat, get the easy one.
Hayes finds Ingram. Now, here's Barrett. Here's Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. And now we go courtside for this story on Mikal Bridges. Allie?
Thanks, guys. I got some news from the Knicks head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. Normally, this is an injury that would take a while to recover from, but they're saying he may be able to play on it. We'll be monitoring the situation and keep you updated.
Good information as always, Allie. We thank you.
Well, it's a tough part of the game for sure. You see these athletes out here with the strength and speed that they play with. Injuries are unavoidable.
Mikal Bridges checked in for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson comes in for C.J. McCollum. And Toronto also making a switch. Grady Diggs checked in for R.J. Barrett. For 3, Ingram. Good defense by MP.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Oh, I miss having those young legs. MP taking full advantage in transition.
Pass to Dick. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
Here's Brunson, and Brunson throws it down.
Can't overplay Brunson to shoot. He will go right past you.
Second-round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And Hayes kicks to Pirtle. Now here's Hayes. For 3, Ingram. And it's MP with the rebound. MP's got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. And the shot goes in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's ready to talk things through with them. And New York making a change here. Anunoby's checked in. Pass to Dick. And here's Ingram from the arc. It's hauled in by Karl-Anthony Towns.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Towns sets the pick for MP. It's tipped. Hayes with the steal. Three on 3. Here's Dick. That one drops for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
MP inside. Johnson with it. Hayes on him. 5 on the clock. Here's MP. And the dunk by MP.
That is a strong finish by MP, showing he can handle the physicality of the NBA.
So it's Toronto now. Last time they met was in Toronto.
Yeah, in this game, they'll want to approach things a little differently, I think. Got blown out last time due to being a little too aggressive on the defensive side.
Well, their starters have to avoid foul trouble. That's the main reason they lost. They have to be smarter.
Took him no time at all on that one. Brunson's got 7 points in the game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Ingram against MP. Ingram passes to Dick. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Knicks on offense. They're on an 18-6 run. And then Karl-Anthony Towns with the jam.
Oh, my. Karl-Anthony Towns with a little extra emphasis on that one.
Pass to Hayes. Bounce past Dick. And here's Ingram from the arc. He can't get that one to fall.
Well, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. Eventually, he's got to start making some, right?
Here's Towns. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And after not scoring in the first, he's finally starting to get into a groove.
The offensive skill set for Karl-Anthony Towns. Greg is a 7-footer. is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites in offense.
MP against Ingram. And the rejection by MP.
Just hasn't been his night so far, and if he's unable to find his rhythm, this might be a long night for them.
Brunson kicks to MP. Oh, that's blocked. And so it's MP making things happen for the New York Knicks. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. We come back right after this.
Hey everybody, first off, and this team has made a huge move, trading for Colin Sexton, the dynamic point guard who continues to improve every season.
And looking now at that first half where everything was going wrong for the Toronto Raptors.
They're getting...
That'll do it for our show tonight.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, it didn't take him.
And here are the Raptors now. Hart is out there with MP. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Kolek in at the point. That's the 5 for New York right now. Pass to Mobo. Offline with his 3. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for New York. Basket counts. Clark's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Knicks.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Here's Sears. They set the pick. MP grabs the miss. MP's got his 16th rebound on the night. 1 minute now. Hits it again. Wow.
And he's now in a tie for fourth most games in NBA history with 40 or more.
He is creating a legacy that will be remembered for a long time to come. Ingram outside. Pass to Mobo. And the Raptors miss again. And for the Knicks, they're shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Back to MP. And the dunk by MP.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
Ingram outside. Over Clark. Drains the 19-footer. Ingram's got 22 points.
A natural-born scorer. Ingram is a walking bucket, and he can beat you in so many ways.
Miles McBride's checked in for New York.
Number 2, Miles McBride.
Toronto's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Sears. And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
Here's a look at what's coming up for New York. On Tuesday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Washington Wizards. And then on Sunday, they'll be matching up with Paolo Banchero and the Orlando Magic.
And you know, for that Pelicans game, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Toronto. Ingram outside. Back to Poeltl. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. And it's 8 points for Jakob Poeltl.
Yeah, and that's his bread and butter right there. That's where Poeltl wants to operate, right there in the paint in front of the rim.
And MP throws it down.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Barrett against Hart. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Barrett's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Here's Ingram. Knicks with the rebound. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington, where they'll face the Wizards. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. McCollum, no good. Toronto, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Pass to Ingram. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Ingram's got 7 points for the quarter. MP up top. Hart outside. MP sets the screen for Hart. And he's good on the 3-ball.
You can't afford to let Hart get going from deep. He's ready to shoot it when given the opportunity.
Ingram outside. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Well, I'm telling you, he is doing absolutely everything he can out there. He's just not getting enough help.
MP passes to Clark. And here's McCollum. Clark sets a screen for MP. Back to McCollum. Just 5 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. They grab their own miss. And MP throws it down hard.
Talk about a guy who never gives up. MP showing great effort.
72.
Poeltl with a screen on McCollum. And the dunk by Poeltl.
Ooh, and that dunk had some anger to it. I mean, usually he's content to just go up and get the finish with the soft touch.
Not that time. The big man looked like he had something to prove there.
His team wants to see more of that from him. Certainly has the physical tools to do it.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Pass to Poeltl. Back to Ingram. Screen by Poeltl. Inside. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got his 4th assist in this one.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Hart with a screen on Ingram. The drive by MP. That shot missing. Nice D from Barrett. Here's Walter. Defended by Hart. Outside, Barrett. Here's Poeltl. And it's MP with the rebound. And so MP will bring it up for the Knicks. And that one's good by Clark.
Nice pass by MP, showing how unselfish he can be.
115-76.
Raptors have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12.
Well, his production is not in question now if he could just get his teammates involved.
Hart, that's good.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
For 3, Ingram. Knicks with the rebound.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
MP looking around. Hart, that's good. Hart's got 9 points now in just the second half.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
Ingram attacking, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And he is doing everything he can to keep his team in it, trying to lift his teammates up.
Pass to McBride. Back to MP. Lobbed up there for Clark. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And he pulls off the Houdini to take that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Ingram outside. Shot on the wing. MP grabs the miss. MP's. And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world. So there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
Here it finds Pirtle. Outside, Barrett. Toronto needs to get off a shot. Sears, and the three ball is good. Sears has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. McBride with the ball. Out guarded by Ingram. And Pirtle pulls it down. Here's Walter. Defended by McBride. Outside, Barrett to the middle. And it's Pirtle that time on the assist from Barrett. Barrett's got 5 assists tonight.
After a rough first half, it's good to see him start to put the pieces together here.
MP kicks to McCullough. New York moving the ball around. MP against Ingram. Pirtle with the steal. Now here's Ingram. He's guarded closely. Back to Barrett. Pass to Pirtle. Over MP. Pirtle's shot is off. New York's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Clark a screen on Barrett. Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
Oh, he's having a huge night, and so is this offense, just rolling right now.
Pass to Pirtle. 1:37 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Sears. He's guarded by McCollum. Sears' shot is off. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
With the step back. Here's MP. Clark dishes to MP. MP with a screen on Pirtle. Elbow shot is on the way. And that one's good by Clark. Clark's got 10 points here in the second half.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Knicks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so now on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
And this will be their third win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for MP.
What more can you really ask of a guy? I mean, when you come out and get a triple-double, making contributions all over the place.
Ingram passes to Pirtle, and it's good for 2.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's too little, too late at this point, but at least they have something to build on going forward.
Here's MP. Can't throw it down with one hand.
Wow, that's embarrassing. Come on, just put the ball in the hole.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do.
It seems whenever these teams meet, you see something new. Do players today...
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. That's what sports is all about. First little pee-wee team you play for, you get it right.
Kevin, back to you.
Hey, Jen, thanks so much.
Good game, MP. What's up to all my followers out there? Obviously, this is a big game tonight. Going up against our most hated rivals, it's going to be tough. So before I sign off, I want to ask Xander who he's rooting for tonight.
Man, don't drag me into this. I went to grad school at USC, start school. There was a lot of support for my work.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, joined by our analysts, Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, plus reporting from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, his scoring has dipped over the last few seasons, and sometimes that can be cause for concern. But it doesn't always tell the full story. You have to...
Oh, okay then.
Boy, the explosive finish at the cup by MP. He might have surprised himself, folks.
We know things can get heated between these two, Grant. No love lost in this matchup.
And that competitive fire, it grows when you're in the same conference. You get to see each other so often. You know, B.A., I think we're in for some good theater in this one.
A look at Indiana's starting group. Mathurin at the 2, with Nesmith at the 3. Pascal Siakam out there with Jarris Walker. And it's Halliburton in at the point guard position. Down low. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And now the Knicks on the break. MP, that was good.
MP showing he's willing to engage the contact in the painted area. Overcome the challenges, young sir.
MP against Siakam. Pass to Mathurin. Walker sets a screen. Outside Mathurin. Just 5 on the clock. They set the pick. The Knicks pull it in. Boy, this team is on a heater right now. 16 wins in a row, and they've shown no signs of slowing down.
What an absolute joy to watch. This team is playing a beautiful brand of basketball right now. Everything about it. The athleticism, the basketball skill, the intelligence, the heart, the toughness, the commitment. These guys have been extraordinary.
Pass to Walker. Let's go with a 3. Indiana again missing. The Knicks have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. MP, the pass to Brunson. Back to MP. Siakam pulls down the board.
That was their first miss of the game. 4 for 5 right now. What a good start.
And the jam by Walker.
Nice slam by the big man, Walker, making his presence felt there inside.
MP finds Anunoby. Back to Brunson. MP up top. And MP throws it down.
I tell you, sometimes you can make a statement with a dunk. MP, yes, sir.
Outside Neesmith. Here's Halliburton. Kicks it out to Siakam. No good with the triple.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that open.
You know, Grant, for a guy who started playing basketball at age 17, Siakam has put together quite the resume.
Yeah, B.A. Pascal is a champion. He's got multiple All-Star and All-NBA selections, and one of the great developmental stories when you think about his discovery through basketball without borders.
And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, B.A., and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent. One of those guys who came into the league with great expectations. MP has met those and then some.
Halliburton misses.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
Oh, MP throws it down.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback. Ouch.
That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Pacers trail by 8. Now Neesmith. His last outing, he had 18 points. Halliburton surveys the floor with the drive, and the bucket is good.
When you're anticipating contact is coming, you can prepare. Halliburton, excellent job on the conversion.
Here's MP. Indiana with a rebound. A tough loss coming against Boston in their last game.
And games like that are backbreakers. To be so close to victory, but let it slip away is frustrating.
You know what? Sometimes you play a great game and lose. What you hope happens, though, is it toughens them up a bit mentally, and they figure out how to close it out next time.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. Trailing by 8. Fires the 3. Oh, wow. Through the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
The two things you love here, how confident Halliburton is offensively. The second is not afraid to take punishment while he's shooting the basketball.
One of the things you love about Tyrese Halliburton, his clutch game.
You need your best players to be fearless in those moments and to play with a verve and a confidence that permeates the entire roster. And you've got to be a shot maker. Tyrese Halliburton is all of those things.
And it's powered home by Towns.
Big time slam by Karl Anthony Towns. Love when he's playing with this sort of aggression.
Siakam outside. Pass to Mathurin. 3-pointer. And it's MP with a rebound.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
New York making a switch here. McBride's checked in. MP scanning the floor. And he's going for the lob. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Neesmith with it. And it's Anunoby picking him up. 3-pointer, Halliburton. And Indiana misses again.
Listen, things aren't going his way right now, but listen, you just keep going. Keep working at it.
MP outside. Outside McBride. Outside Anunoby. 6 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. Sends it home from 3-point land.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Pelicans got the job done. He scored 64 points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game. Putting in a performance like that one really builds momentum in your direction. We'll see how far he rides that wave tonight, guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
And just coming in now, news out of the Motor City. We've got Shams Charania on the line with the story. Shams, excited to hear what you have regarding the Pistons.
Thank you, B.A. They've secured Brook Lopez, who could be a major asset for them. Perimeter shooting, high-level defense, rebounding, rim protection. Lopez does it all. They really believe adding him into their front court will elevate their game on both ends.
All right, Shams, thank you. Much appreciated. Pacers trail by 10. It's Walker on the wing. Halliburton, the pass to Mathurin. Siakam for three. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. MP's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's the floater. Halliburton with a steal. And here's the fast break. Got it. 2 for 5 now.
This is where Halliburton can really hurt you, playing with pace, using his speed in transition.
MP outside. With the crossover. Siakam pulls down the board. Siakam's got 4 rebounds in the game. Neesmith passes to Halliburton. Pass to Siakam. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Jalen Brunson. New York leading by 8. Outside Anunoby. Here's MP. Now Brunson, defended by Halliburton. Brunson taking his time here. Fires in the triple. Brunson's got 5 now.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. At this time of the season, Doris, about midway through the schedule, what's the chief concern for most teams?
Well, the priority is always health, right? Teams try to weather the storm of a long season. But the other thing is chemistry. That intangible that maybe you can't define specifically, but when it exists, boy, it's special.
In for New York. Hofkin comes in for Jalen Brunson. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Knicks?
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
Yeah, what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Jones finds Toppin. Here's Larson. Jackson on the wing. Toppin outside. Caldwell passes to Toppin. Jones from outside. And it's New York with a rebound. Their last meeting was in this building. They were able to come out on top.
And the main takeaway was their accuracy from beyond the arc. An impressive performance indeed.
And that explains their three-point percentage. They had more than a few players giving the defense absolute fits from range.
Toppin outside. Caldwell passes to Jackson. Jones from outside. And it's MP with a rebound. MP's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
Oh, wow. Get out the way, Grant. Come on. Get out the way. I mean, you have to have the talent to make a move like that. But MP also puts in the work.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And here's Toppin from the arc. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Here's MP. And MP throws it down hard.
By the time this young man is done, MP could be one of the great scorers we've ever seen.
Jones feels it out. And the Pacers are aptly named, Doris. They are looking to get out and run.
Oh, B.A., this is a fun basketball style to watch. Very up-tempo. tempo, pass first, a lot of ball movement, a lot of player movement. They have the depth to wear out their opponent. And if you listen to the guys who play against them, what they admire most is their consistent commitment to this identity. They are locked in on who they are and how they win.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Siakam left side. And he sinks the 11-footer. Siakam's got his third basket on the night right there.
Oh, Siakam getting to that mid-range. Sometimes that's what the defense is willing to do.
Oh! They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Jackson with a screen on MP. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. And the dunk by Jackson.
Great execution there. Pascal with a pretty pass.
Money. Indiana with a rebound.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
Siakam for three. Pure from three-point range. Siakam's got 10 points in the game.
Well, listen, I like the bucket, but defensively, you've got to be better.
And so it's MP making things happen for New York. Piling up the numbers that quarter. Already, he's got a double-double. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And from what we've seen from New York, what's your take so far?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
MP is out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Josh Hart. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Bufkin in at the 1. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Pass to Larson. Outside Jones. He drains that one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here's Hart. Good. And the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 5th assist in this one. Jones finds Siakam. Takes a 13-footer. Ooh, Siakam looking comfortable inside.
That's why they call him Spicy P, cooking up a mid-range J. Go ahead, Pascal.
Takes a step back. Pass to Bufkin. Fires for 3. Larson with a rebound. Pacers trail by 7. Now Siakam. Some nice passing by Indiana here. Toppin, a screen on Clark. The crossover, busting through inside, Siakam.
Yeah, this is where the length of Pascal Siakam makes him so hard to stop.
Oh!
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? What a dunk, PA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Siakam with it, hard covering. Siakam, pass to Toppin. Jackson, the screen. Goes up and lays it in, nice and easy.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. So for the Knicks, Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McBride. Kolek comes in for Bufkin. Larson with a rebound. Pacers trail by 5. Outside Jones. Kicks it out to Siakam. It's stolen by MP. Jumps up. Whoa, MP getting out in front on the break.
Well, great hustle from MP. That's recognizing an opportunity to beat everybody up the floor.
And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. And the layup is good off the glass. Siakam's got 16 points.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
And to me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one. Well, dependability, right? That is not wasting possessions. This is all about taking and making good shots.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Karl Anthony Towns is checked in for Clark. Halliburton's checked in for Indiana. Here's Siakam. It falls again. He's now 8 for 12 from the floor.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
And early on, growing up in Cameroon, Pascal Siakam originally trained to be a priest horse.
It's an incredible story, B.A., because his father sent him away to pursue that vocation, but in fact, Pascal was miserable. And it wasn't until he attended a basketball camp that he found the love of the game, and the rest, as they say, is history.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
MP, the pass to Alexander Walker. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Knicks lead by 8.
I'll tell you, an underrated thing right there. How effective that screen was. It just creates a lane to the cup.
Siakam against MP. Siakam left side. Indiana needs to get off the shot here. Tyrese playing big in the painted area.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
Pass to Kolek. MP outside. And Toppin pulls it down. Pacers trail by 6. Here's Larson. Off target from three-point range.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
On the wing, Alexander Walker. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Here's Siakam. From down in the low post, it goes. Now just a 4-point Knick lead.
A dominant quarter, but he needs some help.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Launches a 3. Rebounded by Halliburton. And Halliburton has got the ball here for Indiana. Looking ahead, they've got the Mavericks coming to town for their next one. And that's the first of just 2 home games for them.
You know, Pascal Siakam cooking right now. His focus is there and his game is on point.
New York making a switch here. Brunson's checked in. Then for Indiana, Walker, he's checked in for Jackson. Neesmith comes in for Toppin. And Mathurin subbed in for Larson. Back to Brunson from outside the arc. Indiana with a rebound. Siakam's got 6 rebounds in the game. Mathurin finds Halliburton. Now here's Siakam. A little mid-range shot is up. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 5 rebounds in the game.
Oh, hey! How about that? Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim. Kicks it out to Siakam. There's Neesmith with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. MP's got rebound number 11. Oh, got a piece of it. Neesmith with it. Hart's there. Pass to Mathurin. They set a pick. Fast break. Here comes New York. And Hart with a basket on the assist by MP. MP's got his 6th assist of the night. Outside Mathurin. Back to Siakam. Outside for Halliburton. 3-pointer off the mark.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
MP, the flush.
Oh, wow. How about the handles from MP? I mean, that's just a beautiful play.
Pacers trail by 8. Here's Siakam. Oh, MP with a block. Alexander Walker, the pass to MP. New York working the ball around now. Outside Hart. Pass to MP. Screen by Hart. And he lobs it up top. It's stolen by Halliburton. Now the Pacers on the move. Ooh, Halliburton leaving no doubt.
Boy, what a nice job by Tyrese Halliburton. You got to fight through contact at times. This is one of the advantages of being a bigger guard.
And here's Alexander Walker. Back to MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. And for head coach Rick Carlisle, this is the third stint with the Indiana Pacers.
He begins as an assistant coach with them back in 1997, leaves the organization, but returns as the head coach in 2003, leaves after 2007, and then back in 2021, and now, of course, the winningest coach in franchise history. You see that Tyrese Halliburton does an extraordinary job picking his spots in the open floor. He simply has a knack to know when to run.
MP, the pass to Alexander Walker. Back to MP. Shot clock at 5. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Pacers trail by 6. Halliburton outside. Back to Siakam. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Siakam's got 24.
I'll tell you, the consistency of a good first quarter leads to an excellent second quarter, riding the wave here.
And here's MP from outside. Walker pulls down the board. Well, Indiana shooting at about 51% for the game so far in this one. Outside Matherin. Pass to Siakam. Lets the three fly. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Here's Alexander Walker. Nesmith covering. Alexander Walker, the pass to MP. Walker pulls down the board. Outside Matherin. A good look from Siakam. And it's Indiana scoring again.
Boy, this guy's been a monster this quarter. His team has needed it.
MP, the pass to Alexander Walker. Out of bounds. It'll be Indiana's ball. Just 24 hours of all-star voting remains. Make sure to cast your vote now if you haven't already.
And for all those hopeful players, good news could be just a day away.
You look at MP, he's got the lead in the East as votes for him just continue to pour in.
Making the team at all is a privilege for these guys. But winning the top spot in the voting would make it that much more special.
We'll be sure to update you as we continue to get results.
Taking what the defense gives you, exactly the shot you want, just doesn't go in.
Outside Brunson. Outside Alexander Walker. Nails it from beyond the arc. Alexander Walker's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's a great feed by Cat. Those assist numbers have improved big time over the years.
Walker passes to Halliburton. Over Brunson. And Indiana misses again.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Pass to Nesmith. Counted from distance.
Boy, nice pass. A little ball movement, little player movement. That's how you play this game.
MP getting it done for the Knicks. He's nearing the 40-point mark, just getting whatever shot he wants. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Hey folks, first off, looking ahead to All-Star Weekend. Let's see who's in the running to compete in the three-point contest.
Man, this is a crazy list. Plenty of familiar names on it here, but a couple of outliers too. I love the root for the underdogs.
Not many outliers have won this event, but it's possible. Anybody can get hot. Now let's change gears back to the New York Knicks, who find themselves in a tightly contested ball game.
I like how they've been hitting the boards, man. Playing real hard. That's a great sign for the second half.
Yeah, but the score is close. And if they want to pull away, you got to do more than rebound.
And that is going to do it for us.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Second half underway. Here's who Rick Carlisle's got on the floor. Nesmith and Siakam are the forwards. Halliburton runs point with Mathurin flanking him. And it's Walker in at the center position. And he's headed to the line for two. He gets the whistle there.
Yeah, this guy does such a tremendous job creating contact. Pascal Siakam, give him the up fake and draw the foul.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. And one thing you hear coaches say all the time, Doris, finish the cut.
The reason being, you have to let the passer know exactly what you're going to do. You stop short, so often the ball ends up out of bounds.
Halliburton outside. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Siakam. Siakam's got 4 assists now tonight. MP, the pass to Towns. Shoots over Walker. Towns gets the bucket. Towns has got 8 points.
I'll tell you this, nice play by Towns. This guy can get it done. Back to the basket or facing up, doesn't matter.
Pass to Halliburton. And stolen by Brunson. Here's MP. The offensive rebound. He goes up again. Fantastic work down low from the crafty Brunson.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Back to Halliburton. Siakam outside. Beyond the arc. Oh, MP with a block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. "90 seconds into the second half now. 4 on the clock. Here's Siakam. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. They've led by as many as 14. They're off to battle the Trailblazers after this one, as they'll be playing at Moda Center. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Outside Nesmith. MP against Halliburton. The kick out to Walker. Back to Halliburton. They need this. From deep. Walker's shot is off.
Well, this is frustrating. You come out to start the second half, you've made 1 of your first 4 shots.
Siakam looking it over. Mathurin up top. Puts it up from 12. And the basket by Halliburton. Halliburton's got 5 points in the quarter.
Wherever he's gone, the shot has followed. Halliburton perfecting his craft in the mid-range.
And a chance here to check out some stats for Jalen Brunson.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
He does not get the second one. And so it's Siakam with it. He brings it up for Indiana. 4-point game. Hacked on the shot, and that'll send him to the line for 3. It's going to be on MP.
One of the things that we're watching happen with Pascal Siakam is the willingness to accept more and more responsibility, both from a leadership and a productivity standpoint, guys. And it has been something else to watch that growth.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Screen by MP. Outside Brunson. MP outside. Throws it up high. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Three-pointer, Halliburton. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Siakam. Siakam's got 5 assists in the game.
And few players are more valuable to their teams than Tyrese Halliburton, Grant. Yeah, he leads the way for them, B.A. An efficient scorer, elite playmaking, and disruptive defensively. And, of course, he makes clutch plays at both ends.
Siakam outside. And he lays it up and in. That's now 32 points for Pascal Siakam.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight. And with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on MP.
I think what's probably surprised me the most about Pascal Siakam is how prepared he is to be the primary scorer for an excellent team in the NBA. This guy has shown no hesitation.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
Kept alive. Towns getting it done under the hoop.
Yeah, you love to see Towns mix it up a little bit. Gets his team a bucket on the second chance.
Indiana's gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Neesmith passes to Halliburton. He's got it. His 9th make out of 15 tries.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Looking at the 2K leaderboard, these teams have been outstanding at creating offense through their defense. Number 1, the Knicks.
And when you turn it over against these guys, they make you pay for it. They lead the league in points off turnovers.
Pass to Anunoby. Towns on a screen. Fires from deep. Oh, can't get Towns any space from there.
I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning.
Back to Halliburton. Fires the 3. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Back to MP. And in. He throws it down.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Outside Mathurin. Pass to Walker. And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
14 foul.
to the paint.
To me, that's about the length and strength of upper body by Carl.
Out of this world, MP!
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Pass to Neesmith. Now Siakam to halt the run. 3 ball, Spicy P.
Well, after knocking down a couple in the first half, that's his first triple here in the second.
Here's MP. Oh, MP throws it down.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Pacers trail by 4. Gathering passes to Halliburton. Siakam outside. Oh, MP with a block.
Yeah, phenomenal block by MP. You just can't afford to throw anything weak around him. Impressive closeout on a skilled shooter. That is how you defend shots from downtown.
Here's Alexander Walker, and he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
You're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Siakam, pass to Matherin. Clock at 6. From the wing. The 3 is up. That's good from Siakam on the assist by Walker. Siakam's got 39. Here's Towns. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. It's on Jarris Walker.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Knicks?
I mean, they play some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
McBride, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. Well, we know he can shoot it, Doris, but Karl Anthony Towns is most effective when he's also working in the paint.
B.A., he has such an effective arsenal offensively that he's most effective when he's getting to each of those aspects. So, you have back-to-the-basket skills, no doubt. If there's a mismatch, go at the mismatch. But he is also so effective as a driver. Straight line, with intent, and efficient off the bounce. He can also hit a mid-range. There is nothing he can't do on the offensive end.
Siakam against Anunoby. Siakam left side. Three-pointer, Halliburton. It's rebounded by McBride.
Part of why they have this lead, they're doing the little things out there.
Oh, Towns drops the hammer.
Boy, this guy has been on a mission. Karl Anthony Towns will not be denied on the offensive end of the floor.
Toppin, a screen on Towns. And here's Siakam for 3.
And he's easily led the way on the boards tonight.
He's competed for every missed shot. Feels like he's quicker to the basketball than anyone else out there.
And out of bounds, the Pacers will take it.
Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
And Indiana with some changes. Jackson comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Jones in for Matherin. Pacers trail by 8. Halliburton with the ball. And it's Anunoby picking him up. Halliburton against Anunoby. Toppin outside. Pass to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Toppin. It's a nice passing by Indiana here. Halliburton for 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 15 here tonight. Outside Brunson. No good on the 3. And for the Pacers, they're shooting about 47%. A nice number. Oh, there's the alley. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Explosive above the rim player. Mr. Toppin have at it.
Outside Anunoby. So for the Knicks, Clark comes in for Towns, and it's Josh Hart in for Anunoby. And the Pacers also making a change. Wiseman, he's checked in for Tyrese Halliburton. And stolen by Jackson.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Inside. Wow, strong finish from Wiseman.
This is how you force a defense to collapse. Kick the ball right inside.
MP, the pass to McBride. A minute 39 left in the third quarter. And MP throws it down.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Pass to Wiseman. Here's Larson. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Back to Wiseman. Wiseman, a screen on Brunson. Here's Jones. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. They've led by as many as 14. And he lobs it up to the rim. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now it's an 8-point New York lead.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots. Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Hart passes to McBride. Here's Brunson. Offline from the top of the key. Pacers trail by 6. To the inside. It's stolen by Hart. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Back to MP. Takes the 3. And it's Wiseman with the rebound. From downtown, the putback. Clark grabs the board. Here's Hart. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the New York Knicks leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. Back after this. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it.
MP's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Anunoby comes in for Hart. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Bufkin. And the Pacers also making a change. Halliburton is checked in. Toppin passes to Halliburton. Here's Jackson. To tie it up. Halliburton misses. And so MP will bring it up for the New York Knicks. The lead is 2. Brandon Clark out there with MP. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Now here's Halliburton. Soft touch off the glass. Halliburton's got 12 points here in the second half.
When Tyrese Halliburton is looking to be aggressive as a scorer, it sets every other aspect of his game. He is cooking.
MP shot is off. For Indiana, they've gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Can't tie it up. That one misses.
He's trying to force his way into a rhythm, but that's not helping the team.
Outside Anunoby. Pass to Clark. MP, the pass to Clark. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Anunoby. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
Oh, look at the feistiness from MP. Has no problem meeting him at the rim for the block.
Here's MP on the take. And MP throws it down.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Up top, Jackson. Clark covers. Here's Siakam. Pass to Larson. Brunson against Halliburton. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. To the middle. Here's Anunoby. Good. And the assist goes to MP. And now a 4-point Knick lead.
Well, OG Anunoby is just continuing to add to his skill set. Nice finish on the interior.
To the inside. And the dunk by Jackson.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Out to the wing. MP outside. Here's the three. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got rebound number 7 tonight. Pass to Siakam over MP. Yep, that one goes. Siakam's got 41.
Well, this is your 2019 most improved player, and now Siakam trying to become that franchise-level guy, carrying the load tonight.
Halliburton outside. Siakam outside. To take the lead. The Knicks pull it in. Anunoby's got 4 rebounds now. MP finds Brunson. Back to MP. And MP throws it down.
Yeah, fundamental basketball here. Passes on time and on target.
Pass to Larson. Back to Halliburton. Now Siakam. The three. It's not going to go for him.
This guy is completely out of rhythm this quarter. He just can't get going.
Anunoby passes to MP. Anunoby a screen on Jackson. And he's going for the oop here.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assist.
Halliburton against Brunson. Kicks it out to Jackson. He shoots a three. The shot, no good. Oh, great D that time from MP. Outside Anunoby. Back to MP. And MP throws it down.
Yeah, one of the great things about Anunoby is he can take on so many roles. If he needs to facilitate, he can do that.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Anthony Towns has checked in for New York, then for Indiana. Walker, he's checked in for Jackson. Neesmith comes in for Toppin. And Benedict Mathurin subbed in for Larson. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Rick Carlisle as he talked with the team. He lit into them over their transition defense. He said, quote, "Enough is enough. Get back on D. We have to slow them down. The discrepancy in fast break points is eating at him. We'll see how they respond."
Okay, thanks, Allie. Outside Brunson. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Outside Neesmith. Halliburton fires. Triple! Tyrese Halliburton.
He wants the ball. Has a flair for the dramatic. Unfazed in big situations.
MP inside. Working on Siakam. MP outside.
MP. Pressure moment.
First free throw is good. And that gives him a lead. He's off on the free throw. Unable to get the second one to drop.
Yeah, he gets them the lead at the free throw line despite the one miss.
Now Halliburton. To take the lead. Now Mathurin for three. Outside Siakam. Let's loose for three. Rebounded by Towns.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Here's MP. Walker with a steal. A Minute 15 left in the fourth quarter here. Outside Siakam. Bucket is good.
All that patience, veteran play. That's a big-time delivery by Pascal Siakam. Pressure, what pressure?
Good! That's another bucket.
Oh, make that 61 points.
Everything is going his way right now. Brunson against Halliburton. Now Siakam jacks up a three. Oh, he cannot hit. Oh, look at MP doing his thing down there.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Halliburton fires. Towns rips down the board. What a huge trip here.
Absolutely. You can feel the energy in this arena.
MP showing you early he can handle the pressure, folks.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
They need to score, and they need to do it quickly, but it is still possible here.
Halliburton against Anunoby.
Are you serious? I mean, he made the defender look silly right there. Just an epic move.
Here's MP. And that's an intentional foul.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And no good as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And he's able to hit the second one. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. From downtown. Rebounded by Towns.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
That shuts down any idea of a comeback. That is big time under pressure.
Siakam. Oh, he can't connect from long distance. And so this one belongs to the Knicks. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit them.
MP, you broke the 60-point barrier. You carried your team to victory. How? After all that, do you have the energy to stand here for an interview?
Oh, man.
BA, over to you.
All right, Jennifer, thanks. And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie.
Hey, hold that L, Drew. Too bad Mommy and Daddy couldn't buy this one for you like they bought your way through grad school. Hey, Drew, what's it like filming and knowing there's a loser on the other side of the lens, huh? Is that how that team feel about you?
Chill, Zan. Dang, my boy is steamed over here, y'all.